Oh man, I should have wore the Redbeard shirt. That way we could have
Well,
supported those who were not with us.
correct, and that's I thought about it. I had my Southeast Strongman shirt, but I was like, I'll wear the fours tonight for Todd.
Yeah. Well, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just got done lifting weights, and now I'm drinking my little protein to get me by until I get to eat because I am starving.
Well, it took so long for you to join. I deflated. I wore a tank top just for you. Oh Lord, you echoing?
I'm echoing.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
What about now?
Let's see. Yep.
You better?
No, I can still hear myself. You got headphones?
No, I cut it off.
No, I don't think your headphones were working because it sounds like I'm echoing behind you.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
It's probably the acoustics of the room.
I guess so. It should be.
You get to hear yourself twice. You gotta be happy.
I don't like hearing myself.
This is not my normal spot, but this is my office. I guess I get to enjoy at least my good chair.
There you go. So you got a trophy behind you.
That's right. First ever strongman competition I was a part of, and I came in first.
Well, nice. What show was that? I'm assuming Alabama.
Yeah. Can you not even read it? Damn, you can't really read it.
I can see first, and I see the shape.
Yeah, it's not the light's 10 brought in here, but whatever. That's why I look like I'm a ghost. I'm trying to get out of the light.
Well, while we're waiting on that, trying to get this set up, try putting your earbuds back in.
Oh, God. Crap.
No, Matt's joining us.
Boys,
What's up?
You guys doing all right? Sorry about that, man. It freaking took forever to load. I apologize.
No, you're good. We just got started.
Oh, perfect. How are y'all?
Doing good.
Good, man. Good. Y'all looking freaking juicy and big. Mostly I'm talking to you, Chuck. Trey, you look okay, as usual.
Yeah, I figured, yeah.
I got better lighting.
You're not a Browns fan, are you?
Oh, no. I actually work for the Browns, and I work for the Bears, too, as a strength coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, many years ago. I would like to say back when they were good, but that never happened. So
that's what I was wondering. Yeah,
we did have Brady Quinn though, so that was cool. You know, that was a win right there.
Well, nice. Well, we all got on here relatively at the same time. That's good.
Oh, good. Yeah, I apologize, boys. Like I said, run around like crazy all day, so I apologize.
No need to apologize. We're doing good on time. Let me get some of these angles right. Make sure we're all in frame. We got a few people already joined us. We're up to 7 people. I changed it. Originally, I was going to make this. Are you at a techno?
I don't know what.
Oh no, sorry. I was cleaning out my phone. I got to make myself look as good as I can. I might put Vaseline on there. I don't know what I got to do.
Well, originally, this was going to be a members only video, but I was like, why not? Let's just make it live since we're going to announce a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
let me pull up Georgia Strong's man while I got it in front of me too, just so I see you.
We're going to run through a bunch of stuff today, as long as y'all are willing to stay on here with me.
Yeah, I got about an hour, so let's go.
Perfect. Who? First off, some people in the chat. Who's here with us?
I wish I could see the chat. I don't remember how to do that. Okay, I do. I see it.
Is the audio going through your headphones?
No. I don't know what I'm doing. This is technology.
I say it's going to be hard to focus when I hear myself back.
You just calm down. I'm trying.
Trey, I thought you were an IT guy, man. I've been telling people that for years.
No.
He's an electrician.
Electrician/welder. That's it.
Oh, man. Let's go.
Oh, we got some members in here with us. We got Nathan Guy, Adam Guy, and Olivia Powell.
What up, cousin? That's my cousin right there.
All right. So while he's figuring out his stuff, because it's not echoing right now. I don't know if he's just got it muted, but I did want to run through some local stuff that happened recently. We had, I think we had a show out. You're close to you in your neck of the woods, the Georgia's Strongest Bear or Bear Fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Up there in Canton, Georgia, about 2 hours north of me here in Columbus. Yeah.
Had a pretty good turnout for that show, it looks like.
Yeah, they usually do a really good job. The Bernhardt team always shows up big for their events for sure.
Olivia says such a great last name.
She was talking about our dad, Colin Powell. You know what I mean? He's the man, the myth, the legend right there.
Trey, while you're playing with that, I'm going to mute you for a second.
Huh? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Is it me? Am I holding it up? I don't think I'm the echo, am I?
No, you're good.
I'm giving back
through his.
So
so we got headphones in. He has headphones, but they're not connected.
I got you. Man, is Adam guy doing novice? I made that joke to you earlier. I mean, the man's won like 7 novice shows in a row. Is that what he's going to roll with?
No, I think he actually signed up for both. Let's go ahead and show that on screen. So
yeah, please do. What up, guy? Hey,
I'm gonna be over here running in the background.
There it is. Now she's popping up. She's cruising now.
Give Trey a couple more minutes.
Yeah, no worries, man. Hey, I finally listened to the remainder of that episode from right after Trey's awesome show out there. Appreciate the kind words, man. I completely forgot how bad I roasted that guy about his shoes.
It was good though. Like at least he had a sense of humor about it.
He did for sure. Yeah. Somebody walked up to me after. They're like, "You are amazing at just talking trash." I was like, "It's all I do all day. I don't know what else to do." You know.
Olivia said, "Bless your heart, Trey." Let's see. I don't hear myself anymore.
I think you got to sort it out.
Can you hear us, Trey? Look at Adam guy, novice for life.
N for L, baby. N for L.
Can you hear us now, Trey? I'm taking it as a no.
That's a no.
Last time my mic died on me and I didn't know it. I was sitting here just talking and it was dead silent.
Oh, man.
We'll get this figured out at some point.
Sounds good. So, hey, you'll appreciate this. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's the problem with doing these live.
Oh, 100%. It's the worst part. So I put up like all the Georgia Strongest Man stuff so I could send it to a few guys. Just want to check like Mark Bevins and, Todd up at Growlers and the brand new pro strongman John Furr, all those cats. And I was like, hey, just check this out for me. Make sure everything looks good before I post it. And they're always there helping me judge and coach and all that crap. And so I put it up live on Iron Podium. And all I did was just send it to like 4 or 5 people so they could check it out. I came back. I had 3 people sign up during that time. I was like, I didn't even announce anything yet. What are you doing? But I certainly appreciate it, man. I'm amazed at how many people have already reached out about doing the show. And we're, 10 months out or some crap like that, 8 months out, whatever it is now. So
that's a good feeling.
Yeah, I'm excited for it for sure. So definitely excited to share that and kind of go over it for sure. I'm hoping some of these amazing Alabama folks like Mr. Guy and Miss Powell come on out and throw some heavyweight and then drink some beers with us.
Can't hear you at all. Can you hear us? Nope. Well, while he's trying to figure that out, and now he's calling me. Hang on. Hey.
Okay, so my screen and your screen to me are frozen. I can see Matt still laughing.
Should we just do it this way? Because it seems like
this might actually be the best way to do it.
I can't see you.
You can't see us?
I can't. You're frozen.
I'm not. I mean, am I holding my phone? That's on your end because I'm watching it live on my tablet here, and it's working. It's you. There you go. Is that better? No. I want you to exit out and come back in. Yeah. I'll stay on the phone with you so you won't be out of the loop. But while you're trying to figure your stuff out, we'll go ahead and talk about Georgia's Strongest. So let's go ahead and run through some of the events you got going on. We're losing viewers right now because we're trying to figure this out.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in, we're doing a log for reps. Gonna have them clean every single rep from there, and then right after that, we're gonna go to a max axle. Georgia's Strongest Man hasn't had a max deadlift in a few years, so definitely hoping to get after it a little bit, see some heavyweights get thrown down. I've got a couple really good heavyweights that have already shown some interest. So I'm hoping to have some dudes in like the high 8s, low 9s, which is kind of where I want to finish it. Got some 231s who pull mid 7s, high 7s. Excited to see them. We're going to make it fast, though. Just the biggest thing is my goal this year is make it 3 lanes. So we are just rolling through that bad boy. I want to start at 11 o'clock in the morning, and I want to be done by 3 p.m., I just want to keep the rest time short and just keep rolling. So after that max axle, we're going to come back, and we're going to hit the death by sandbag and the yoke growing, or the growing yoke. So the growing yoke is going to be, I start out, I have X amount of pounds, right? So for the 231s, for example, I'll start at 550 pounds. I will run my yoke to the opposite side of the lane where I'll have spotters and loaders. They'll immediately throw 50 to 100 pounds on, depending upon what we decide we want to do. Run it back 20 feet and immediately have the next set of spotters and just go back and forth 3-4 rounds and until we fill up to what's called the max weight. And then the athlete will continue taking that as many times as they can to finish out the 60 seconds. So that's going to be a smoker. Super excited about that one.
Yeah.
And then the death by sandbag from our sponsor on this show as well, Cerberus. We're going to do a sandbag press overhead. And then you're going to run over to the starting line again, and you're going to grab a heavy-ass sandbag. You're going to carry it 20 feet out, 20 feet back. And then once you get into like a little reverse, you're going to tape off like a little safety box. And we're going to have you load it to your shoulder to finish out the run, and that'll be your time going for speed on that one. And then Georgia's Strongest Man is not Georgia's Strongest Man without a stone load. So we'll do stone over bar for reps. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be hot. Make sure you pick the right tacky and come ready to play because we are rolling right through for sure.
Well, Trey, did you get that figured out?
You're gonna have to just deal with this. It won't work.
Man, that sounds great, actually.
Well, he sounds good, but I can hear myself back. Well, not on anymore. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, there we go. Trey got it sorted out. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Attaboy.
Did you see while you were figuring that? I'll put this back up on the screen so you can see.
Yeah, I saw that. Me smash computer. That's about what it was. I was like,
He was about to see you go flying across the room.
Well, I have next to me a big 46-inch monitor that I could usually see on it, but it would not let me put it on there. I had to do it on the small laptop.
Oh, that's the problem. Was the audio going through the TV?
It was trying.
That's the problem. When you try to route it through something else, it doesn't have that echo cancellation. So
okay. Well, I was hoping I would see y'all on a big screen so I can, see y'all's big, beautiful faces. But now you're like this.
Well, thank you. Well,
That's about how big Chuck is in real life too. So it works out. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Oh,
that's
dang!
Right.
Come on now. Hang on.
I did call my.
Hang on, man.
Hang on. There we go.
Oh, damn! That's that zoom right there.
It made me look a lot bigger.
Got to put on that delt just to show off a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
So that was a quick run through your events, but I did catch something that was pretty interesting.
Yeah. Sunday.
Between your show, my show in April, and Trey's show in April, we're going to have 3 max deadlifts.
Oh, let's go. I like that for sure. Are you guys doing regular bar, Trey? You guys are doing standard bar, correct?
Yeah, deadlift bar.
I'm doing axle, so.
Okay, good. We got a couple of axles for sure. So hopefully we get a couple of boys who come out to play and gals that come out to play on both. I mean, I'm the last show to go, right? Because you're going Limit Breakers in February, and then you're going Effing Strong in April.
Yeah, so Trey's going to do the first week in April. I'm doing the last weekend of April.
Gotcha.
So this is kind of a spoiler in a way. I hadn't decided yet, but it's probably going to happen. So in 2025 is going to be my last year lifting as far as strongman. I'm going to convert back over to try to figure out if I can do the 700-pound bench or not under 300-pound body weight. So I'm thinking next year I'm going to load myself up, and all the events for Georgia's looks pretty damn good. So I may be jumping in there.
Come on,
I would like to have that title next to this one right here.
I respect the hell out of that title. Yeah, that's a good title right there. Yeah. I respect that. Georgia's Strongest Man's got a long legacy to him, man. We've had some really good heavyweights. I mean, Wesley
The only thing
Claiborne,
that's worrying me is because it's so freaking hot over there.
Yeah. I would argue with you, but you're not wrong. So to mitigate that, though, we talked to the owners of Scofflaw. We are the brewery we were at last year. We all were kind of just not do the live stream. We're gonna bracket or bolt a couple of overhead, like those big ass tents, and we're actually gonna have shade over the entire area. And because we're gonna be running 3 lanes, you guys will be in the heat for a lot shorter period. And then the athlete area is gonna be that air conditioned room with the glass that y'all were in last year, right behind. So they'll be able to be in air conditioning, except for the 5-6 minutes they compete during the day. So they'll be able to get in, get all their hydration, get all the fluid, and then they'll be out of the sun, which is going to be better for my spotters and loaders as well, who I felt awful for. My photographer almost went down. I was hungover and sick as hell from a funeral I had to go to up in Hartford the night before. Like, dude, I was hurting. So I can't even imagine how my spotters and loaders felt. So we're going to solve that issue, and we're going to make it the best we can for sure.
All right.
That'll be good. Yeah. Cause even we were under tents the whole time, and it was just miserable.
I was
dripping, bro. Dripping for sure. But I do think having that overhead coverage is going to be the most important thing. And then, Trey, you'll appreciate this. Body Evolution is actually moving to a new location, and we are actually going to have air conditioning in this new location.
When are you moving?
So we are finishing up paperwork and build out and all that stuff, and we're hoping by the first week or two of January we will be in there and settled and all that crime. Just in time to catch some of those New Year's gym members, hopefully.
Well, then I will be definitely coming and joining on some Saturdays.
Come on, man. You know you're welcome anytime. We'd love to have both y'all and bring it. It's also about another 5,000 square feet with turf and some other stuff. So it'll be good. It'll be a little chilly at first, obviously, for some of the outdoor events. But other than that, I mean, we got everything else indoors, so it should be good to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Definitely some nerves going on, but everybody seems really positive so far. So hopefully it'll be a good thing for sure.
Is your goal because it's bigger? Are you going to start running your shows out of there?
Yeah, good question. I would love to keep it more of like a brewery or like the National Infantry Museum is one of my biggest goals. Like if I could get regionals for 2026, because 2025 is going to be in South Carolina. If I could get regionals 2026 and bring it to the National Infantry Museum, I would be the happiest guy in the world. I don't know if you guys have ever been to it. It is one of the biggest, nicest venues you'll ever see. Like it's got everything Ranger history, military history. It's got freaking bombers in there. It's got freaking tanks in there. It's got every infantry thing that's ever happened from Civil War, Revolutionary War, all the way through the GWAT. So that would be like my big time goal, to bring in like 200 athletes and just have the biggest goddamn show I possibly can with like 6 lanes and just running. Because I think the families would love it. They have a food court right there. They have air conditioning. I think that the military personnel would come out to watch like crazy. Like I think it'd be a hell of a show for sure.
Nice. All right. That sounds good.
Yeah. So I think brewery for this next year, we're hoping to get about 100, 125 people. As far as athletes go, and then the next year for regionals, I'm hoping to get like 200, 250. But obviously, I still got to go through all the Strongman Corporation red tape and kind of see if I can pull that off.
I don't know when the Forge will be this year, actually, but Nate, it doesn't matter. Just do both shows.
Well, I don't know if it's public knowledge yet, so if I'm spoiling this, I'm sorry, Todd. But I think Todd is looking at the last weekend of May. So
and then yours is in June, right?
Yes, sir. So it'll be the weekend after. So if Todd does like the 30th of June or something like that, I'll be the 6th or 7th of June. Or sorry, 30th of May, I'll be the you know what I mean, the 7th of May or 7th of June, excuse me, is when I'll be.
Yeah, because June 1st is a Sunday. Yeah.
Well, if you train for it and you're peaked up for it, you'll still be peaked for the following week, so might as well compete.
Yeah, that's awesome for Todd. I didn't realize he was already picking out his date and everything like that. So that's awesome. He's a great dude. That was the first time I got to spend a lot of time with him. Trey was at your show, and he and his wife are fantastic and obviously great people. So that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, Todd's the best. We call him. I call him the mad scientist of Alabama because he makes these crazy events and and somehow or another they're always fun to do.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Oh hey, that was a question to a couple of my athletes. So Miss Destiny and Jess and Tyler Collins, who just signed up for your heavyweight for Limit Breakers, Chuck. They were asking about the Steinborn squad, if that was going to be a real deal, if we're doing a single finger. They are not nervous, but they're questioning for sure.
So we'll do a little spoiler on that. So the single finger is, we're reviewing it, and it's just not safe to run 2 lanes.
Sure.
And I don't want to have to go down to a single lane just to do that event. And it's just a part of that event. So it's not the whole event. And right now we're sitting at 45 plus athletes, and we're looking to get 60 by the end of it. So if we do that, I mean, that'll kill our time. We'll end up adding probably 45 minutes to an hour on top of what we're already going to be doing. So my plan is to test this coming weekend. I've invited the athletes and some of the members to the channel here to come out. We're going to do testing. The Steinborn squat thing was a good idea in my mind. I thought it was great, but I wasn't thinking like crazy weights like they're thinking. Like one of them was like, I did a 500-pound Steinborn. I'm like, I wasn't even expecting the super heavyweight to be 500. Like I always thought it would be a cool idea because you got to lift it up off the ground like a finger. You got to load it, squat, wrap it out, and then you can just drop it. It's going to be bumper plates. So, I mean, we're not going to be able to put a lot of weight on a bar with bumper plates. So that has not been final decision made yet. We're going to do some stuff this weekend and make a determination. Husafelt carry has been tossed out. There's a lot of different things that's been tossed out there. I'm working with my team right now to figure out what to do. Unfortunately, I have to be careful what I say because Trey's an athlete. I don't want to give him insider information.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. It doesn't really matter what you say because it's my show. I'm going to get my damn title back.
Trey's just convinced that he's going to just take it over. And
because I got robbed last year. I was ready for that show. I know damn well I won it, so I know damn well I'm going to win it this year.
It's going to be a good one. We've already got.
I mean, it's great. I'm not saying there's no good athletes.
Oh yeah.
No. I think you're ready for it. Hey, are you picking for the Arnold right through limit breaker? Is that your kind of plan, Trey?
Yeah. So I've got the way Laws wants me to do it is do limit breaker, Arnold. I'll have a little bit of off time, and then of course I'm going to hit Forge, yours, and I'll have another break period before OSG.
Nice. Okay. Very cool. That'd be a hell of a farewell tour right there, Trey. Jeez Louise.
That's right. Yeah, if I can make top 10 at Arnold's and top 10 at OSG, I've done what I wanted to do.
All right. I think you're going to have a hard time walking away, man.
That's what I was just about to say. You do that. You're not going to be able to walk away from it.
I probably will, but I made a promise to Catherine. I don't want to be in a wheelchair when I'm 40. And I have so much going on by taking over my company, and it's just I'm always busy.
Gotcha. I can understand that for sure. Hey, there's one of the nosy people I was just talking about, Chuck. Destiny just popped her head in to let you know, hey, tell her if it's a Steinborn squad or not. I don't even think she knows what a Steinborn squad is, if I'm being honest. Not to be mean, but Destiny.
I had a couple people said they're going to Google it.
Yeah,
it'll be a fun event if it is on there.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, it's not out yet. I told them in the chat. I said, look, it's not a foregone conclusion that we're going to do it, but it's also not completely out yet.
Why don't we do the Steinborn on my? I have the Mammoth bar.
No, I'm not doing that.
I mean,
that would add a freaking twist to that. That bow and that freaking
yeah. That's another thing, though. We only have. Well, I guess I could. I mean, Todd has a Mammoth bar. I didn't know you had one too.
Well, I got the Cerberus one. What the hell is the Cerberus one?
Kratos.
It's the
Kratos bar, whatever. So they're all the same.
Isn't it Sasquatch? Don't they call theirs the Sasquatch? Because they got the Mammoth bar, you got the Elephant bar, and I think they call theirs the Sasquatch.
I think the Cerberus one is Kratos.
Yeah, I think it's Kratos bar.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like the Kratos. Kratos made it, Kratos equipment, but
no,
they call it the Sasquatch.
No, Cerberus made it. They called it the Kratos bar.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. I think Kratos made a Sasquatch then.
I only know because it was at the Nationals for Strongman Corp, and they call it the Kratos bar. And I saw the ads constantly, just all the time.
I got you.
Olivia, calm down about the farmers. Calm down.
She really wants those farmers.
Well, she'll be
happy
in a few minutes.
Yeah. Well, I guess we've already talked about Georgia's and we talked a little bit about limit breakers. Let's go ahead and, if you want to, Trey, we can be an exclusive announcement of all your events before they go live.
Well, the true spoiler is that I'm going to have Matt there as MC again. That's the most important thing. Just so he can roast people at the award ceremony.
That's what I'm good at.
Please, yes.
That was awesome. But yeah, it's fine. We can go over them if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to announce them here. Oh, hang on. Before we get too far into this, I got to adjust that.
And Chuck, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
our names.
He's the creator of Limit Breaker.
No, hang on. I got this.
Not very nice of him.
Cody throwing out some fire here. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I put the wrong number, or I put a symbol. There we go. I got a title. Third strongest.
Third strongest.
I like that.
I got the trophy. I can go get it.
Just hold it constantly. Just hello.
That's right. I got second at Battle of the Forge. So,
damn. All right. So tell me, Trey, I want to hear about this show, man.
Yeah.
What's up?
So obviously it'll be April 5th. It's going to be the same venue as it was because it worked out. Everybody loved that place. So I guess I'm going to keep it. And logistical, as far as moving the equipment, it helps me out. I wanted to have it in kind of like a stadium setting, but unfortunately the Dawser Center is already taken. So we're going to have it back at that gym or my home gym. But the first event will be a max deadlift on a deadlift bar. And it's going to be a USS sanctioned event this time for the records. I'm going to have a really cool, just like I did with the logs, I'm going to have another trophy made specifically for the Classic. So I think that'll bring some people out. Also, I'm going to have a money pool for the heaviest deadlift as well. But I am, even though I do not want to do this, I'm going to allow suits. I do not. I don't like it.
We had this argument, I think, the last episode, Destiny. So if you're going to offer up like records and you don't allow suits, but somebody else does, you're taking away the opportunity. And Olivia's over here saying ooh to the suits. And I agree. I don't disagree.
Wanted to do raw deadlift records.
I mean,
but
if you want to,
I got talked to by Josh King and some heavy pullers coming. And if it'll make them jump in there, then maybe I get Josh Gregory too. Who knows? And they can pull some big numbers.
What's Josh King pull? He's a 900-pound plus, isn't he?
Oh, easily, yeah.
He has the world record.
Yeah, he pulled it at the Classic last year. He pulled 900 something pounds.
Damn. Okay. I mean, I knew he was a hell of a puller. I didn't know. I couldn't remember if it was high 8s or low 9s. But
he is a absolute beast. I don't know what the hell. It's like he's made of.
What's Gregory pull?
Oh, he pulled the 9s at the 2 years ago in the Classic.
Damn. That's a hell of a pull. Both 105s. Is Gregory a 105 or is he a heavy?
I think, no, Gregory's heavy and then King is 105.
Yeah, King's 105. He's coming to OSG with me. I've seen him a couple times. He's a hell of a puller for sure. Good, amazing static strength for sure.
He's like he's chiseled out of them Godbold strength. What the hell is that? Who's that? Oh.
It's Cat.
It is Cat.
This is, in fact, Cat, by the way.
Wow. Okay, well, she's at home. All right.
Hi, Cat.
I did not bring my laptop home like I was supposed to. Anyways, my next event it's going to be a yoke into log, and it's going to be 4 reps. Fastest time, 60 seconds. And what it means, you're going to clean it once and press away.
I like that.
I like that too.
Well, good. If y'all didn't like it, I was going to change it. And then third event is going to be a steeplechase. It seems to be something a lot of people are talking and they like to do. What the hell?
I don't know. I
think I read the emoji as like a.
I have no idea. That's my daughter probably. All right. And next one's going to be a sandbag toss again, but this time it's going to be a 5-bag. Throw it over for speed. Women at 12 feet and men at 15 feet. And then the last event, there's some people that like it, some people hate it, but it's going to be a last man standing farmer's carry. So essentially we're going to start with a base weight and they're going to add 20 pounds each time and you're going to get in. What happened?
Nothing. I mean,
my screen went black.
You're frozen at the moment.
Swear to God, technology. A bunch of crap. Anyways,
we can hear you though, so you're good. Okay,
well, if you can hear me, we're good. You don't need to see me. I'm too ugly for the camera.
You look very stoic.
Anyways, essentially, it's going to go 20-pound jumps each time, and then of course, last man standing will win. So that's going to be a brutal one. Now you're gonna carry it for 20 feet each time.
So every time it drops, it's going to go up in weight.
Yeah,
correct.
So I'm doing a growing yoke. You're doing like a growing farmers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That sounds awful. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, the farmers, to me, I'm like, that would die in that contest.
100%.
I'm over here trying not to make a dirty joke about growing.
yours grows? I didn't even know there was an opportunity.
Let's see. We got some comments coming in. Some laughing emojis.
Yeah, not farmers. Agreed, Manny. Agreed.
It'll make you better.
It'll make my hands hurt.
I don't know what Dusty said. He says.
Oh, okay. All right, Destiny. All right. You're gonna bring up BPT? Is that what we're doing? All right. That's fine.
Hey, I'm over here just trying to make sure y'all highlight it, okay?
Wow.
Oh, she's talking about. Oh, I know exactly what she's talking about. She's talking about the limit breaker men's chat because it is.
Bro, that crap's raunchy. I want no part of that.
I have mine on mute because there's some weird stuff going on.
There's some weird dudes in there.
Yeah,
man. I created that to kind of build some camaraderie. They got way too close, way too quick.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Still can't.
Oh my goodness, such a whiner, Destiny. Oh man. All right, so we do the growing farmers. Is that how we finish the show, Trey?
Yeah, that'll be the finish of the show. 5 events.
No, I like that, man. I think it's a good show for sure. I think that that max deadlift is going to put a heck of a strain on that low back going into the farmers. The sandbag throw, obviously, the CNS will be a little fired up, not too bad. But man, that farmers is going to take every little bit of ounce of energy you got left after that big day, and the yoke into the log too. I mean, that's a lot of thoracic, just freaking getting that front rack after a heavy load on your back. That's going to be.
That's right.
That's going to be rough, dude. That's a show right there. That's a man show.
Depending on the weights, I might want to jump into this one though, because yoke's my favorite, and they did that event back in 2021, I think, in Alabama's. No, in Alabama's.
Yeah, he did.
Yoke carry into a log, and I need some redemption because my log's a heck of a lot better than it was back then. I zeroed the log part of it.
That was the first year I emceed for Chris down there in Alabama, and oh my God, I've never seen so many people fail a log in my goddamn life. It was just like a murder out there. Like everybody's just in there crumpling under the log. And Chris and I looked at each other, and obviously Chris is a fantastic presser, so he's a little biased probably about his weights. But I looked at him, and the 105 weight was only 275, and I was like, bro, if you can't clean and press 275 log after a 50-foot yoke, you probably don't deserve the title of Alabama Strongest Man. You know what I mean? Like that's just that's routine.
And that was my very first show ever. So I did novice, and I zeroed the freaking log, and I think everybody got at least one on it. So I bumped all the way to the bottom.
So that's rough on that one for sure. But I mean, it's your first show. That's a whole different conversation for sure.
Oh yeah.
I love whooping my own ass. Yeah, you do.
Oh, I'm just now seeing the comment that Destiny made about if Adam signs up for novice. Yeah, he can't be novice.
You way behind.
Yeah, I saw that, and I had to make a comment about it.
Oh yeah. So we've talked about all the shows. Trey, you're gonna get all that stuff out, and I'm gonna help you get it all set up this week. So people should be able to start registering for that this week if they want.
That is correct.
Yeah, and obviously the Georgia Strongest Man on Iron Podium is already set up. We got 6 or 7 sponsors. I got a live stream guy. I don't know if you know him. He's coming down from Effin and Ellison Innovations. So pretty excited about that guy. He did a good job last year. Should be fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm streaming both of your shows, correct?
Yeah, 100%. That's what I was talking about. You. I meant your stream. So.
Dude,
you just missed all.
He missed all of it. Yeah,
I missed that. My earbud, like you said, like, somebody coming from Ellison. I was like, in my head, I was like, I heard coming from Ellison Fitness Innovations, and I was like, is one of my athletes coming to compete? I was like, wait a second, I don't know any of mine that said that they're going to do it. I was seriously here thinking that.
I hope they do, obviously, but
oh yeah, I'll try to encourage them my best.
Having you and Trey on the live stream should be awesome. We got amazing feedback last year, and yeah, I'm excited about it, man.
Awesome.
Actually, I'm hoping Trey's going to hop in and compete. Screw that.
Hey, we can do both.
I'll make a. Well, anyway, even if I do compete, I can always jump on here and there. But
I like that.
I'll see how it goes.
Destiny said, "Oh, should be drinking, not competing."
I don't know if I believe that. I don't know. She did great last year. She had a great show, and I think it was either family or friends, but she had some people there rooting her on. I think that really got her going. All I know is I was so mad. That girl all of a sudden had to go to the bathroom right before she went. I was about to lose my mind on her. And then she comes back and she has these ridiculous Meryl Streep sunglasses about yay big covering her whole goddamn face. And I was like, we had time to put on sunglasses though, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm so angry. So angry.
Once you get when are you going to have your weights on the podium, iron podium, so we can see what we're doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering
for. Pretty soon. I've tested most of them. Have a pretty good idea of what I want to do for sure. It'll be heavy, but not ridiculous. That's my goal. I think there were a couple people last year who were a little put off by how heavy it is. Yeah, you drunk 20 gallons of water for sure, Des. But I think that we're going to do a better job this year of just trying to find that nice middle. I've got 4 or 5 guys that I really trust. Like I was talking about, like Mark Bevins, Drew Sheffield, guys who've won the title a bunch of times in the past and are amazing lifters themselves. So we're going to run that through them, and I'm going to test it on a couple of my athletes here for like the middle weight classes, because I don't know about you guys, that's where I always struggle. I struggle on the 160 women's and the 180 women's. I always have a hard time picking their weights just because they are extremely talented, or they're just not quite to where they should be for some of the bigger shows. So it's a super big range of athletes. And I feel like it's the same way for the 175 men and the 231 men, anywhere in between the 175, 200 to 231. Like, I mean, perfect example, Rob Babbitts can press a 350-pound log, but if I put a 600-pound deadlift for reps, like, he's not going to do very well. So I'm just trying to find that kind of in between there. And I have a hard time with that sometimes. So
I look at a lot of regional shows and a lot of as far as the nationals, I kind of base my numbers off that, or at least I try to.
That's smart. That's smart for sure. It's something I've definitely done before. I still just have a hard time just because it is still, still learning, I guess, on my part,
Am I frozen on the screen?
Yeah, you're not showing at all. It's just.
But you look good. It's a good still shot.
You do. Sure, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You look, like I said, you look very stoic. You look.
Well, I think I could probably leave and come back and it work, but I don't want to mess anything up.
That's up to you. The audio's working fine, so it's up to you. We do have 2 other things that we hadn't talked about. We got the benefit show coming up December 7th.
Yes.
So everything from that is going to go to a good cause. Mr. Larry Johnson was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. So anything that comes in that above, obviously we got to cover a couple of small costs there, but we're going to do $50 entry fee. We're not doing shirts included with that. If you want a shirt separate, it's $20. That way we don't waste a lot of money on just buying shirts and people not show up. So it's, if you want to compete and get a shirt, $70, still cheaper than a lot of shows right now.
Quick question. Are you going to have the Cajun truck back again?
I have somebody who is the person who requested me do the event. She is handling a lot of that sponsorships and service trucks and stuff like that. She does have like a dessert truck already lined up. She's got a few different vendors. Yeah. So right. I'm letting her handle all that because I've got so much going on trying to get Limber Breaker and F and Strong set up and ready to go. I got the events and I got the location, so that's about all I can handle right now.
I do think, Matt, when when me and him discussed the weights for the events, I think we went a little heavier than we needed to on the event. Now thinking back,
looking at it, it doesn't seem that crazy. The worst thing is the log, because we got a log medley in it, and it's like you were talking about. It's hard to just like figure out these lower classes, especially like novice women. What are we going to do with them? What are we going to do with the lightweight women, the teen women, if we have any of those? But I think we were pretty fair with it, and if people have too much concern as we get closer, we can always adjust as we get closer. Because again, this isn't about having a major title win or anything like that. This is supporting a good cause, by having fun, bringing people into the sport. That's kind of why.
Let me know when you get everything set up. I'd love to buy a couple T-shirts and make a donation for sure.
You're
I'll
coming,
be at OSG that weekend. No, I'll be at OSG that weekend, but I'll be happy to make we want to help, obviously, and I'm super sorry to hear from Mr. Larry. That's awful for sure.
Yeah. Nate said he's worried about the 805 yoke. I don't think it's 805. I think if I put 805, that's 805. You sure it's 805 or 850?
Oh wow, he better hope it's 805 then.
It changed real quick.
No ways of stressing her out. Santana, you did very well at Redbeards. I think you'll be all right. And again, that's another thing too. We're going to adjust these weights as we get closer. May lower them down. I didn't want this to be like effing strong. Effing strong, I designed it to bring people into the sport. So it's stuff that I'm almost 100% guaranteed nobody's going to zero event. That was the whole purpose of it. We even created a new class called Learner. That way people who don't even want to really compete, just want to come out and learn how to do it. We have like Jeremy Show is the learner coach for the show. He spends time with them one-on-one before the event, let them do it in front of a big crowd, get their points on the board. And, they don't win anything. They don't have to pay full price to compete in Learner. So it's just for fun.
He's actually a really good teacher too. You watch him at different events,
yeah.
and he's always wanting to get after it and teach and get out. He's good people, man.
Yeah. She said, I'll be zeroing that sandbag load.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to figure out which event she's talking about.
I think she's talking about your loading.
The limit breaker?
I think she's talking about the limit breaker, the low sandbag load, the high sandbag load. We were talking about that afternoon at some point. Yeah.
So, Destiny, if you go back and watch last year's show, the power stairs event, that's the platform we're going to be loading to. So the bottom stair is literally just a power stair onto it. It's tall.
Hey, don't tell her, because then she'll be freaking out. Just let her come there and dominate like she normally does.
I was just going to say there were some very short people. I'm not going to say who in that show. And they went, just look at where they stand next to it. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I always enjoy watching the women more than I do watching the dudes, because the women are, man, they battle.
Oh, yeah.
They get after it for sure.
Olivia, thank you. That was something we've been working on. And then Destiny, already freaked out. Calm down. If you wouldn't have got invited, I didn't think you were. I just set the state record in log press.
Yeah, like it was nothing too.
I think she knows who I'm talking about.
Think so.
Uh,
we've been 42 minutes going in. We've already talked about all of our shows. Let me get some takes on y'all real quick from some major stuff coming up, since we got the Rogue Invitational coming up in just a few weeks.
Wow.
Does anybody believe there's going to be a different winner than Mitchell Hooper?
If they would put Matthews Kielskowski and the guy who they should put in there, Mr. Trey Mitchell, then
yes,
possibly that Mitchell Hooper could go down to second. But I don't know why they're not inviting Trey Mitchell.
Trey's not on the list right now?
No.
Hang on, I'll actually share this.
Yeah, please put it on the screen. I would love to see it.
He got injured, and then Matthews Kielskowski podiumed, and they haven't offered to him either.
Wow.
So there's some politics going on there that I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, that's some BS right there. Trey's been on a tear lately. Every single time he's been able to compete, he's been crushing when healthy. Meanwhile, not to sound negative, but like Bobby, when was the last time Bobby had a really good showing? It's been
that's my whole thing. Bobby doesn't win. I mean, he's a strong guy. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't win anything. But he's in there over Trey Mitchell. Like, what in the world?
Yeah, and I like Bobby. I think he's a good person. I think he's a hell of an athlete for sure. But I don't think he deserves to be there over Trey with the way Trey is. Didn't Trey just podium at the last Giants Live?
Yes, he did. He was second.
Yeah, how the heck do you not get an invite just based on that alone? And he pushed Hooper on every event except for one where Hooper blew him away.
They had Novikov that dropped out, and of course they put Pavlo in there. But they did that because of Ukraine.
Yeah, which makes sense.
I wish they'd stop giving, just because they're in a different country, an invite. They need to put who's the strongest in there.
Correct.
Well, let me ask y'all this:
Stolman, Hoth, Hooter, Thomas Evans. Sorry, I'm just reading through.
No, you're good. Trey, if you could replace two athletes, who would you replace, and who would you replace them with?
Bobby Thompson immediately, Kielskowski, and then I would take out Pavlo. Usually comes in higher than Thomas Evans. Tristan Hoth, I'm not sure if he's ever done anything yet, so I'd probably take Tristan Hoth out, and I'd put in Trey Mitchell.
All right, same question, Matt.
Man, I think Trey definitely deserves a shot at this show for sure, assuming he's healthy, of course, and could actually go full steam. Man, that's tough. I don't know who Hoth is, like as an athlete, so he'd probably be the first one. I was super impressed by Rag last time he competed in a large show. I think that was also at Giants Live when he had an amazing yoke run in the cardio.
Dude.
Yeah, he's a bad dude for sure. Thomas Evans, again, similar to what Trey was saying, I think that he's probably not quite up to the snuff yet to get an invitation to the show. I was a little surprised by that. And then, like you said, Pavlo probably doesn't deserve it as much, but obviously supporting the Ukraine and doing the right thing, like I get where they're coming from. Man, who would I replace with though? That's the hard part. There is nobody else out there right now that is like stands out to me as it needs to be on this list besides Trey, just because of how well he's done.
So the only name that I could think of to add to the replacement would be Lucas Hatton.
Yeah, Hatton would be a good one for sure.
Just because of his performances against Mitchell Hooper lately has been, he's not won, but he's podium right there with him twice now.
Yeah, he just won America's Strongest Man too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He won it back-to-back years, and he's he got second or third at the Strongest Man on Earth.
Yep, that's right. He's a shot classic. That's right. No, that'd be a good one for sure.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be either Mitchell Hooper or Half Thor is going to be first or second. They're going to be so far away. Third place will be probably Evan Singleton if he can keep his adrenaline from overdoing it.
Man, you don't think the Stoltman brothers coming through on that one?
No, Tom's got a new coach now, so he's going to be going through all the rebuild periods. So I think Evan Singleton, if he, like I said, one day shows he does the best.
Yeah.
If he can keep it together, I think he'll win it. Become third to me.
I won't take it away from Evan. Evan's come a long way these last 3-4 years. He's really made that ascension. Once he started getting on that Giants live tour and figuring out what it needs to be like, that's been a hell of an impressive thing to watch, to his credit for sure.
Well, damn, Nate, you wasn't supposed to do that, but I'm glad you did. Good job.
No, he's talking about his keg. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up on some of the chat.
53 inches. The kid ain't but 50 inches tall.
He was at your show, wasn't he, Trey?
Yes, he was.
Gotcha. I think I remember him. He was actually pretty impressive.
That whole lightweight class, I pretty much I trained all three of them.
Yeah, how's my boy Nacho doing? Is he doing all right?
Oh yeah, he's
okay.
He's the quietest guy in the gym, but he's strong as hell.
Yeah. I think Chuck told the story on the last one y'all did together where he's like, yeah, Matt said he owes him money for coaching him. Man, that mother effer was in the middle of his yoke run and his hands were this close together on the crossbar. I was like, hey, dumbass, put your hands down and push. And all of a sudden he just takes off. And I was like, hey, bud, whenever you want to throw me $100, $200, whatever. I'm just saying, let me know, It was hilarious for sure.
Y'all want to look at the women's real quick?
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah. I don't even know who's in it.
Yeah, I know they've updated it recently because before there wasn't really anybody on there. So we've got.
So they better have Lucy Under down there. Okay, good.
Yeah, there she is, right in the middle.
Rebecca Roberts,
I see somebody on there that doesn't deserve to be there.
I know you're saying. Let's be nice.
I'm gonna be nice.
Let's see. Miss Jardine, she's the one that won Arnold, right?
Yes,
she crushed. She had a great show.
Yeah. Got Olga.
Olga just won America's Strongest Woman. She freaking crushed everybody. She made some of the other girls there just look completely inconsequential. It was insane.
And Hannah Lindsay.
Lucy, obviously, huge freaking pull. Lindsay, Swampy. And
there's last show she did that I remember was the
Master Nose.
The Arnold. Yeah, she destroyed it
on the frame, right? Going up the ramp.
Yes, it was so.
Didn't even look like she hit that bad, and 2 days later, she'd been
Mike Tyson
in UFC. Yeah.
Andrea Thompson. They got some of the old guard in here, don't they? With Donna.
Yeah, I was about to say that Donna's been more emceeing the last few shows that I've watched with women.
I've been impressed with Melissa Peacock because I didn't realize she'd come that far. She's smaller than most of them, but her strength level has come up in the past year or two.
Yeah, the girl's put some muscle on too. I think she used to walk around at probably, I don't know, $160, $170, and she looks like she's up to 185, maybe 190, and she is. Her static strength has come leaps and bounds from where she started for sure. And then same with Sam Bellevue. I mean, both those freaking Canadians are just out there to hunt heads and win points in random places. Yeah, I mean, I would say that Jardine's got a great shot at the title for sure. Olga, I would never, ever, ever count out Olga for any female show. That girl is just statically strong. And then my other freaking potential for the podium would either be Under Down if she can put together some like good moving events. That's usually where she kind of loses points. Or Swampy, man, like Swampy's always really good at freaking just putting together a heck of a show just because she's so freaking geeked out all the time. Is the best way I can think to put that.
Well, who would you pick top 3?
Oh man, I can never put the Canadians on the podium just because they're so much smaller. They give up so much body weight on the static events. I think Andrea and Donna are probably a little bit over their potential, like they're a little bit past their prime per se. So I'd have to go Jardine, Olga. Man, I'm gonna go Jardine, Olga because I can't say her last name, and then I'm gonna go Lindsay, Hannah Lindsay.
Okay,
I'm gonna go. Hang on, let's see what the events are first.
Oh yeah,
got a max deadlift.
I don't know. They're all good at every damn thing.
I know it's going to be hard for me to root against or not have Rebecca Roberts on there.
That was me. That was my top pick because that lady is crazy.
She is crazy. I can't take that away. The last couple times I've watched her, like I just feel like she has holes in her game that with that freaking lineup that might not hit right there. And then Stan's got a good point asking why isn't Erin Murray there? So she was in America's Strongest Woman. She did the Open and she did the 82. I don't know if either one of you guys saw that. That was one of the craziest things I've seen.
We was watching her. That's insane that she's doing both events at the same time. But did she podium both of them?
She definitely podiumed one of them. I'm not sure she podiumed both, but she definitely did. She was up there with Nadia and those girls.
And I'm like with Olivia. Melissa's kind of a crush, so I almost want to pick her just because of that.
No, the War Paint is who they're talking about. Erin Murray.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell your name is.
Nathan Adam Guy.
Trey, who you got? Who are your 3?
I'm going to say Rebecca Roberts, Lucy Underdow, and then Olga.
Okay. I can see that. I can definitely see that. I think Jardine's going to surprise you. I think she's going to have a heck of a show, but I completely see where you're coming from. And you know what? It could go either way at the end of the day.
Yeah, I was going to say Jardine, Olga, and Rebecca.
Lucy's just her deadlift is out of this world.
I mean, she's going to win the max deadlift to start off the show, and then it's basically hers to lose from there, what she's allowed to do.
Who's Mitchell HPPPER?
I don't know. I'll put that back up. Oh, she's been drinking too much.
She probably works.
She said, I don't know anything about this sport, but you do very well at it.
She does very well. That's all that matters.
Before we hop off, there was one last thing. Did you see anything about I think it was the Lawless Brothers channel where they were talking about World's Strongest Man changes?
I saw that.
So there's a couple things that's been leaked. We don't know if it's true or not. And they even were like, I don't know if we're supposed to be sharing this. So it's going to be secondhand of a anonymous source. But they were talking about they're getting rid of the stone off, which I think is a great idea.
Thank God.
It was not fair to second and third to have to kill themselves on that one. And then they're dropping it down from, I think it was like 5 days where they had a day off between the qualifiers. They're dropping the day off. So they're going to go straight from the qualifiers into the finals. So next day.
That'd be better for TV for sure.
Oh yeah. And then there was something else. Oh, they're not doing 6. They're doing 5 final events instead of 6.
Wow.
That's still 4 days of competing without a break. And if I recall, the best person that recovers and can keep on going is going to be Mitchell Hooper.
Oh yeah.
Oh, by far, best athlete too. Like best, 100%. But
I don't think Tom's getting this year.
No.
It would take a lot unless this new coach, like you were talking about, is able to really take him to another level, conditioning and recovery wise. It'll be interesting for sure. But the thing that amazes me is that like it's World's Strongest Man, but if you look at the weights compared to some of the even like higher classes, like the 125s and the 105s, like it's not that heavy. You know what I mean? Like not to be a dick, right? But like even their deadlift ladder only went up to what 825 or 855.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
Last year, like OSG for the 105s finished at 800. Like that's not that crazy. And the weights that like even Marius and like those guys, Phil Fister, were doing back in the early 2000s, like that's routine nowadays, which is insane if you think about it. Better equipment, better drugs, better training, better nutrition, better everything. But it's amazing how far the sport has come. And I thought about that the other day, and I was like, World's Strongest Man is not that heavy. I mean, even the Conan carry last year, the Rain with the little cooler, like that was only 550 in hand, 600 in hand, something ridiculous like that. Like it's not that heavy.
No.
Yeah, the true heaviest show now is definitely Brian Shaw's.
For sure.
Oh, without a doubt. And
For sure.
I almost want to give them the name of my show because they're only doing 6 events, but it's really like 15 events because they're doing 3 things in every event.
Yeah.
And that's really breaking people
not
down.
having the stone off now will mean that second place actually means something, because before you could work your ass off, get second, and you still get screwed.
Mm-hmm.
So
from like a building drama or like inserting drama into the show, like it's a great way to do it. You can't take that away from them. But yeah, I can see where you would get annoyed where you're in third place. I'm better at stones. I'm going to the finals. You know what I mean? Like I can see where that comes in. But like
I've
it
got
was a
third
great
place
idea.
locked
It just
in.
didn't work out. Yeah. I mean, Trey Mitchell's a perfect example. Great stone loader, comes in third. He gets somebody who's a little bit shorter or whatever. He's going to beat him, you know? So,
yeah.
And then you had, what was it? The last year Brian Shaw was in it. He got second. So he had, whoever had to go against him was like,
14
showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to be 6'9" and an amazing loader. Like,
yeah. And the bar is the same height for you as the person who's 6'2", you know?
Yeah. 100%.
Well, is there anything else that y'all would like to talk about tonight? We're coming up on an hour. I know that's kind of what we were shooting for.
No, only thing I say, I want to give a shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all. Livy all the way in Texas, people in Georgia, Alabama, all over. Thank y'all for joining us again. And
I think most of our members are.
We got Mr. Matt on. We finally get him away from what he's doing, so we have to make this more common between us.
No, I'd love that. You boys are awesome to talk to. I love having a little bit of chat with you, and I'm sure my wife gets tired of me talking about strongman, so I don't blame you at all.
Oh yeah. That's why my wife doesn't mind me staying a little late, because I don't want to talk to her about it.
Exactly. Just go talk to somebody else, please.
Destiny, where you been?
She said 3 beers, man. She's good.
Yeah. You missed my events. For a quick rundown, it's max deadlift, yoke to log for reps, steeplechase, 5-bag, sandbag toss, and a max farmer's last man standing. It'll be posted this week once me and Chuck finalize everything. So be looking out for that. We'll be posting about it.
All right. Well, gentlemen, it was a good night. Thank you to everybody who joined us. And we're going to play our outro if y'all want to hang tight for just a second.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank y'all.
Last